There is a specific kind of weariness that sets in when you finally decide a loss is permanent. You stop looking for a way out and just learn to live with the ache. The repetitive cycle of hoping, waiting, and facing disappointment eventually drains our emotional reserves, until walking away feels like the only way to find peace. Here on day 27 of our journey, Ruth's story hits the exact point where that exhausting grief breaks open into the ripple effect of redemption. Naomi understood that exhaustion. She returned to Bethlehem convinced her story was over, openly declaring that the Almighty had brought her home entirely empty. But the moments where we feel the most hollowed out are frequently the exact thresholds where God prepares an unexpected overflow. The promise of redemption becomes a physical reality. Boaz takes Ruth as his wife, and the Lord gives her a son. The women of Bethlehem, the same ones who watched Naomi return in bitterness, now surround her, blessing God for actively providing a kinsman redeemer. Consider the paradox. The woman who stood at the city gates claiming absolute barrenness is now standing in that same town holding her own grandson. God's response to devastating emptiness comes as undeniable physical proof of his presence. We often confuse healing with coping. The human approach to tragedy involves managing pain and surviving the day. God's standard for restoration is entirely different. He brings actual renewal, returns what was taken, and breathes new life into barren spaces. He actively reclaims stolen years, repairs broken joy, and resurrects hopes that have been dead and buried for a decade. This is why you cannot afford to close the book on your own season of waiting. You do not have the authority to decide when your story is finished. That right belongs exclusively to the author. True restoration means watching God weave entirely new life directly into the epicenter of your deepest loss. Look at your own life right now. What specific prayers or desires have you quietly abandoned simply because too much time has passed? It makes logical sense to stop expecting a breakthrough. Protecting yourself from another disappointment feels much safer than sustaining faith in the dark. But if Naomi's profoundly bitter story ends with the miraculous weight of a baby resting in her arms, your current chapter cannot be the conclusion. Your only assignment right now is to hold the hope. Anchor it in the proven character of a God who restores. As we will see tomorrow, this localized moment of healing for one family expands into a royal lineage. Hope remains a rational, grounded trust in a God whose localized restorations ripple outward to change generations.